Are you sabotaging the success of your children by creating certain beliefs for them? So, could you be sabotaging your success at 40 or 50 years old from a belief you developed when you were 5 or 6 years old? Or maybe the more important question, are you sabotaging the success of your children by creating certain beliefs for them? Hey everybody, Randy Gage here. I'm at a resort. Actually, we're just outside of Bangkok, Thailand. And welcome to another episode of Prosperity TV. And I want to deal with this issue of, are we doing stuff to sabotage the success of our children? And of course, I'm the perfect guy to give you advice on how to raise healthy, happy, prosperous kids, because I don't have any kids. Right? Isn't it always the guys and people with no children who want to tell you how to raise your own kids? But I'm actually kind of serious about that, because I don't have any children of my own, but what I have is the life experience of being one of those children who created beliefs at a young age, grew up, and then manifested my success, first failure, because of beliefs I developed in childhood. I believe your core foundational beliefs about pretty much everything in prosperity, relationships, marriage, health, happiness, money, they're going to be determined by the time you're 5, 6, 7 years old. So that's kind of scary that, our core beliefs would be set before we're 10 years old. But I think that's true. If you saw your father cheat on your mother as a young child, your core belief about marriage and relationship probably set then. If they got divorced when you had an early age, your core belief about relationships were set then. And of course, we've talked a lot about money and mind viruses and all the programming we get from organized religion and governments and the data sphere. Think how much exposure people are getting at those young ages. So how can we make sure that our kids become successful, that we don't create negative programming at an early age? A couple of tips come to mind. One is be cognizant of the programming they're getting. Think when you go to movies with them, when you sit down and you watch a TV show with them, ask yourself, were there wealthy people in this video, in this TV show or movie or whatever? How were they portrayed? And then have a discussion with your kids about that. Think of the Spider-Man movie when Peter Parker's uncle says to him, "We may not be rich, but at least we're honest." What does that mean? How is that portrayed? And just think about any of the movies that your kids are exposed to. Ask yourself that question. How is money portrayed? How are wealthy people portrayed? Because, we can go back to Gilligan's Island and The Millionaire on that. And we go back to Dallas and Dynasty and the shows in the 80s and the shows in the 90s and the movies. We're going to see those subliminal programming. So have that conversation with your kids. Second, do some counter programming. Give them, when they get old enough, books like As a Man Thinketh, The Magic of Thinking Big, Think and Grow Rich. My Prosperity TV channel, just YouTube/Randy Gage. Your kids get old enough, get them on that. Help them become critical thinkers. I love the baby Einstein stuff for young kids. And then there's educational toys like that as they grow up and as they get a little older, into whether it's crossword puzzles, Sudoku, Rubik cubes, anything like that just get them to be critical thinkers, because critical thinkers are the ones who question things and they don't get programmed automatically. And of course, teach your kids to dream big. Let them know. I love the idea of kids having prosperity manifestation maps at a young age. At 10 years old, it's not too young. for a kid to be building their first prosperity map. So think of some things like that you could do. Just some tips to help your kid get the right beliefs so they take them out into the world and they create the lifestyle they're meant to live, that you're meant to live and I'm meant to live, so we can all live rich. Thanks, everybody.